is your AI briefing for June 21st, 2026 with 12 stories. Story 1. Claude Design will now stick to your brand guidelines instead of generic AI mockups. Claude Design shifts from generic AI mockups to brand-native builds by ingesting your existing design components, syncing with Claude Code, and exporting directly to Canva, Adobe, Wix, and Vercel. The tool ingests existing design tokens to ensure pixel-perfect brand consistency across all generated layouts. This integration eliminates the need for manual handoffs, allowing designers to export directly to their preferred platforms while maintaining proprietary style integrity. Claude Design finally stops outputting soulless generic mocks, saving designers from the tedious cleanup of AI's brand-agnostic hallucinations. Story 2. Agency stole best-selling author's book, used AI to relaunch as their own. In June 2026, a reported agency allegedly seized a best-selling author's book rights, then used AI-assisted rewriting and relaunch workflows to sell a copied version as their own, triggering community scrutiny after widespread comparison. The incident has prompted calls for stricter contractual safeguards regarding intellectual property ownership in digital publishing contracts. This event underscores the urgent need for legal frameworks addressing AI-generated content ownership and creator rights. An agency weaponized AI to plagiarize a best-selling author, proving the tool amplifies theft just as effectively as creativity. Story 3. AI risk beyond replacement toward responsibility. The piece argues that AI risk governance must assign accountability for uncertainty and downstream harm, not merely comply with rules or automate replacement, focusing on who absorbs failures when systems miss expectations. Regulators must mandate transparent liability frameworks that hold developers legally responsible for algorithmic failures, shifting the burden from users to creators. This requirement compels firms to implement rigorous auditing protocols before deployment, ensuring that accountability mechanisms directly address the unpredictable nature of artificial intelligence. The article pivots from AI replacement anxiety to the boring, essential task of assigning liability for failure, finally targeting the real issue: who pays when the black box breaks? Story 4. Google's new $99 home speaker offers 360-degree audio and next-gen Gemini perks. Google will end Nest Audio and replace it with a $99 home speaker that delivers 360-degree audio and swaps Google Assistant for Gemini on-device, available in 4 colors. The device integrates Gemini for on-device generative AI tasks, reducing reliance on cloud processing for privacy-sensitive queries. This hardware update signals Google's strategic pivot toward AI-centric smart home ecosystems over traditional voice assistant functionalities. Google swaps the reliable Nest Audio for a Gemini-dependent brick. You get 360-degree sound, but lose local functionality when the cloud blinks. Story 5. EY, we found your biggest AI blind spot. It's called the tempo gap. EY says the tempo gap between fast AI iteration and slower enterprise change management quietly stalls deployments, leading teams to miss value and extend rollout timelines. The report identifies that enterprise governance processes often lag behind agile AI development cycles, creating a bottleneck where prototypes fail to transition to production. This misalignment forces organizations to delay realizing return on investment while increasing the risk of technical debt accumulating in legacy systems. EY brands organizational inertia as a blind spot, yet the tempo gap is just bad project management wearing an AI buzzword. Story 6. Temporary Cloudflare accounts for AI agents. Cloudflare is enabling AI agents with time-limited accounts, letting developers spin up short-lived access and reduce credential risk versus long-running accounts, as debated by 73HN commenters. These ephemeral credentials automatically revoke upon expiration, preventing credential theft from persisting in compromised environments. This reduces the attack surface for AI-driven automation tools, securing back-end infrastructure against long-term unauthorized access. Cloudflare trades credential sprawl for operational complexity, benefiting security teams while burdening developers with ephemeral identity management. Story 7. Elon Musk says Tesla owners will soon be able to talk to Grok like a chauffeur. Elon Musk teased a full self-driving update where Tesla owners can chat with xAI's Grok for conversational driving instructions, following X user prompt examples like turn right and drop us off. The feature enables voice-activated navigation commands that replace manual touchscreen inputs during vehicle operation. This hands-free interaction aims to reduce driver distraction while leveraging conversational AI for more intuitive route adjustments. Musk sells a chat interface for a safety-critical system that still occasionally swerves into mailboxes, confusing user whims with autonomous capability. Story 8. App Store personalized collections could be logging your every tap, with no way to stop it. Apple's App Store personalized collections may record every tap and search, using on-device personalization plus cloud-backed signals, with no user-controlled opt-out option reported. Apple's reporting describes App Store engagement data as feeding recommendation models tied to account activity. That design leaves privacy-conscious users unable to disable collection while still using the store normally. Apple calls it personalization, but this looks like tap-by-tap surveillance with no opt-out, and users get the tracking while Apple gets cleaner recommendation data. Story 9. Signal's Meredith Whittaker wants you to remember that AI chatbots are not your friends. Meredith Whittaker warns that AI chatbots lack consciousness and can mislead, urging users to treat outputs as software-driven predictions rather than trustworthy companions. Whittaker argues this anthropomorphism creates false trust, making users vulnerable to manipulation by systems designed solely to optimize engagement metrics. This psychological dependency undermines critical thinking when individuals accept algorithmic outputs as authoritative truth without verification. Whittaker's warning is accurate but useless for users already addicted to the dopamine hit of simulated empathy, which the industry explicitly monetizes. Story 10. Every new iOS 27 feature that's worth knowing about. A roundup of iOS 27 updates highlights quieter upgrades beyond Siri AI Apple Intelligence, including multiple new capabilities users can access after the iOS 27 release, with emphasis on practical day-to-day changes. The update introduces refined keyboard shortcuts and improved widget customization options for the home screen. Users can now manage app permissions more granularly, enhancing privacy controls without disrupting daily workflows. iOS 27's practical updates prove Apple's real value lies in boring reliability, not the Siri AI hype cycle. Story 11. Stop making boring slides because Google Vids just made AI avatars free for everyone. Google Vids now lets anyone create AI avatar videos for free, paired with longer VO clips and multilingual voiceovers, plus upcoming emotion steering to tailor delivery. Users can generate these presentations without subscription costs, democratizing access to professional-grade visual storytelling tools. This shift pressures competitors to lower prices or enhance free tier features to retain market share. Free AI avatars are a volume play, not a quality leap. Google wins the attention war while users lose their digital privacy for a free slide deck. Story 12. Apple may have finally fixed its most embarrassing software. Apple's iOS 27 Siri, reportedly powered by Google Gemini and enhanced with on-device indexing, aims to deliver more accurate replies than earlier Siri attempts and closer to ChatGPT-style chat in 2026. This integration marks a strategic shift toward leveraging external AI models for core functionality while maintaining on-device processing for privacy. It signals Apple's recognition that proprietary language models lag behind competitors in natural language understanding. Apple outsources its soul to Google, trading Siri's unique personality for generic Gemini compliance, while pretending on-device indexing solves the privacy hypocrisy. That is the briefing for today.